Hi, my loves. Happy welcome to this video. I am going to do a reading today for the current collective energies, and I already pulled two cards, the Lovers and the Four of Cups. So, what I get from the energy today is definitely about relationships, and with the Four of Cups. There's something that we need to break free from, a certain pattern or yeah, a certain way of protecting our hearts. I feel like um yeah, because we maybe have had some experiences in the past that were hurtful, we are now in that state of protecting our heart and feel into what this might be for you. Maybe you are afraid of sharing yourself vulnerable to somebody. Maybe you are afraid to actually feel, you know, maybe you are afraid to actually feel into what's true for you. And you are staying in a situation out of safety rather than love. Um, Maybe you are holding back your expression, your unique expression, because you might fear that you are losing somebody's love, that you are not safe anymore expressing yourself fully. So I feel like there's some sort of almost prison that we built for ourselves, and it's time to break out of that prison. It's time to really let go of the walls. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like we have been holding on to those walls so much because we were afraid of feeling, yeah, we were afraid of getting hurt again and feeling unsafe. But actually, it's about taking risks. It's about proving ourselves wrong. It's about taking a risk into a direction that is maybe unknown, but has so much more fulfillment. We comes with so much more fulfillment and with so much more love and abundance if we just let ourselves receive it. If we just like bold enough to say, I'm done with protecting myself. I'm done with building all these barriers around my heart. Okay, let me just pull some cards and let's see what's coming out with this. So I feel like we are letting go of a cycle where we were like very much to ourselves, where we didn't open ourselves up to other people, where we were like really, yeah, with ourselves because it just felt safer. It just felt safer. But you're growing out of this. You are growing out of this. There's no going back anymore. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time um, that you will break this cycle and that you are going to move out of this. Just got confirmation with the Mother Star, it's called in this deck. Very beautiful card. And it's about saying yes to life, saying yes to life. So beautiful. So I feel like maybe for some of you, it's about like really also getting out of your comfort zone in saying yes to something that maybe has felt unsafe before. This doesn't have to be necessarily love. This could be just general connections. Yeah, Eight of Cups, we are moving away. We are changing. We are in the midst of this change. I feel like, especially the last couple of months, we have been sitting in this energy of reflection, and now it's time to move. Now it's time to act. Now it's time to go and really do things differently. Um, So yeah, I feel like we are ending an old cycle of protecting our hearts by not being either open to ourselves about a situation or not being open to other people. Um, Not taking risks, staying in our prison, not wanting to do something wrong, and then just being stuck and not doing anything at all. That's the energy that I'm getting. Feeling like stuck, feeling like, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's all about, this is all about to change. There's nothing you can do about it. And your energy, you it's just a matter of time, I'm hearing. It's just a matter of time. And the wheel is turning. Everything is turning in your favor. Trust the energy, trust yourself with this. You're going to thrive. You're going to experience so much abundance because you are taking a leap of faith. The King of Swords for me is a very strong masculine energy. There's something about the King of Swords, it's very fast energy, it's taking risks again. This just confirms as well what I'm feeling. And it says on the card, it says highs and lows. So what I'm getting with this card is and conflict. So maybe what I'm getting with this card is that maybe we are afraid of conflict in some way. Maybe this leap of faith, maybe this decision, maybe this, you know, you sharing your truth or you really um, being truthful to yourself in some way is you're afraid of some conflict, you're afraid of of a conflict, and that's why you're holding back. That could also be something that is going on. This might not be for everybody, I feel like. Maybe this is only for some of you, but there's definitely a fear. No, there's definitely a fear of, if I'm truly vulnerable, if I'm truly sharing my truth, what's going to happen? Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Am I gonna be abandoned? Is there some conflict coming from this? Just feeling unsafe. Yeah. And it's all about balance, finding balance. Mm, and really trusting. This card is very interesting. It's the Two of Pentacles. And I always see her necklace here. Um, that is a cross. So I feel like that's very significant. I feel like it's about trusting in the divine, trusting that whatever you feel called to do, whatever your intuition calls you to do is the right thing. Yeah. Yeah, we're really letting go of this barrier. Do you see? She has like all these she has all these wands in front of her. And it's time to let go of that. Time to um yeah, and it says courage on top of that. So and what I see with her is also the star now on her necklace. So I feel like it's about healing your voice as well. So take this as it resonates. For some of you, this might be owning your authenticity online, owning your authenticity in speaking your truth publicly. This is something, for example, that I feel very called to do more, like really embracing more of my voice, like really, stepping out of my comfort zone, really sharing my truth, being vulnerable, um, yeah, being more open. That's something that I am sometimes very fearful of because I'm not sure of how it's going to be received. There are some fears around how people are, perceiving me, how people are receiving it. So this could be for you, this could be you expressing yourself authentically in a public way. This could be you expressing yourself authentically in your relationships. Yeah, I get this message like very clearly. So there is some kind of like leap of faith that you need to take, some kind of like, some kind of leap of faith. That is a risk for you, and that comes with fear, that comes with, being fearful of rejection, being fearful of disappointment, being fearful of conflict. But it's really about wearing your heart on your sleeve. The King of, oh, sorry, actually, it's interesting. I actually saw the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is wearing your heart on your sleeve, but this is actually about this is actually King of Pentacles card. So let me feel into this. Yeah, it says generosity. So I feel like being generous with yourself and with others. Okay, let me just quickly get another card on this. Okay. So I got the Nine of Cups with this card. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. I feel like with this opening of your heart, with this leap of faith, there's a wish fulfillment coming with it. It's almost like the universe is saying, trust that if you are open, if you are vulnerable, if you're sharing your heart, you're not getting disappointed. You're not getting disappointed. And the King of Pentacles is about success, it's about generosity, being a visionary. So really focus on your vision, focus on what you want, and go with, be courageous, step out of your comfort zone. Um, and the more you are giving, the more is coming back to you. I feel like because I'm seeing the eight as well. And for example, I have a life path eight. Life path eight is about like giving and receiving, giving and receiving, giving and receiving in the same amount. So it's about you, the moment you are, when you want love, when you desire love, give more love first. When you desire generosity, be generous. So the universe always rewards you with what you are. So it's about really being the embodiment, truly being the embodiment of what you want to receive. And by you giving, you are going to receive in return. And it might not always come in the ways you think it comes. It might not come exactly the way you want it, but it will come. And be open to different possibilities of it coming back to you, you know? So yeah, it's letting go of expectations as well, letting go of expectations of how this is going to come your way, how this wish fulfillment is coming your way. Trust that it's coming, and let the universe like do its thing. Let go of control, but give what you want to receive. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, and again, like really follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. So there is a leap of faith you have to take. As again, this is about either you like being more authentic in your one-on-one connections, or in the way you're expressing yourself, in whatever way, whatever you feel like really. Think about the thing that scared you the last couple of weeks. Think about something that really scares you. And this is going to be the thing that is turning the wheel around. You really stepping into this embody, like you really like taking the risk. Um, this is going to change the it's going to change the path. Um, yeah, it's about letting go of this inner struggle. I feel like we get another card with this one. What is this about? Check astrology cards. What is this about? Oh yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Feeling left out in the cold. We need to let go of a victim mindset of, yeah, of feeling like we cannot do anything about our situation. Sometimes when we are like feeling stuck in a way, we almost feel like, why is this happening, without understanding that actually we have the power to change it. We actually have the power to change, to step out of our own prison. um, I feel like for a lot of us, this is going to be about like letting go of this mindset of, I need to be by myself in order to be safe. I cannot trust anybody. I'm feeling better alone. This is something we have to let go of and like really, yeah, opening up. Okay, so the cave is talking about shadows, subconscious patterns. Mm, facing our fears, facing our shadows. This could be, oh yeah, now what also comes to mind when I was a little kid. Mm, yeah, when I was a little kid, I was very much into Sailor Moon. I don't know if you know the show. Probably the most of you in my age know it. So I was so obsessed with Sailor Moon, and I was I was watching it for a very long time. I think I was watching it late into high school or something. So I was really so obsessed with it. I loved it, and I loved the whole story, and I loved the anime films. I loved everything about it. And when I was about like when I was, I think I was 7 or 8, or no, I think I was older. Anyways, at some point, a few of my classmates made fun of me because I was still watching it, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's like a series for like children. Why are you still watching it?" And I think I was like, I wasn't definitely not older than 10. So yeah, it was so painful because I knew that actually every one of those children, they also watched it and they also loved it, but they didn't admit it. They were not open about it. I was the only one that was open about it because I was like, I was just like, so I didn't think anything bad of just sharing that I love to watch it. And in this moment, when they made fun of me, I really thought that something is wrong with me, and and not only did I think there was something wrong with me, but I thought I cannot trust anybody. I cannot trust anybody, and um, I'm going to be always the weird one. I'm always going to be alone. I'm safer by myself. If I'm opening up, if I'm sharing what I love, what I like, I'm going to be, the outcast. And I was okay with it because it felt more, yeah, I felt like need to be by myself in order to be, I need to be by myself in order to be myself. So, what I want to say with this is that I felt in this moment, I'm going to be alone because I'm choosing my truth. And if I'm choosing my truth, and that means that people don't like me for it, that's okay, but I'm still going to be honest. But what I didn't see at that time was that I was a child and this was an experience, and I was like thinking that because of that experience, I'm always going to be alone. If I want to be myself, I always need to be alone, and I cannot be myself around other people. And this pattern, this belief has completely, you know, yeah, this belief has been with me for such a long time, and I'm still working of letting go of it. Um, and it hasn't been easy. But it's definitely something, yeah, that I'm working on letting go of because I don't think it's actually true at all. As a child, this was, I started to believe, okay, I'm going to be alone forever. Um, if I'm choosing to be my real self, I need to be by myself because nobody else is understanding me. Um, but that's actually not true. And I've made already experiences, and I've met so many people, I've met so many friends who proved me wrong. But there was always that fear. And sometimes I still, have that fear that if I'm completely myself, if I'm completely sharing the things that I like, that certain people are going to leave me. And yeah, it's a big belief, and I feel like this is actually a very good example of what I mean with we have to let go of certain patterns, subconscious patterns. The cave is really talking about subconscious patterns around, being our unique self and honoring our truths, expressing our truth, really being authentic, really being ourselves. Um, yeah, I actually want to read this card. I pulled the bunny. Let me read this card for you. Feeling called to read it. Also, Sailor Moon, the girl in the series was called Bunny. So that's really sweet. I feel like that's also not a coincidence. Ooh, spirit of potential. The spirit of the bunny asks you to recognize your potential as well as your limitations. You have the potential within your heart to expand as a bright star, but first you must humble yourself. Recognize that you are always an apprentice and there's still much to learn. Seek your place in the world and surround yourself with beings from whom you can learn and let yourself be guided. You come to the world with the divine wisdom within you, but it is your task to remember how to access this knowledge. You have all the tools you need to achieve success, but you must start at the bottom and kindly work your way up. Be patient, don't rush yourself, and move in synchronicity with the force of the universe, knowing that everything has its right time. Be kind to yourself. You're doing the best you can with the wisdom you have at the moment, and that is enough. In balance, developing potential, practicing, finding patience, learning, cultivating yourself. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is that this path we are on, being more of our authentic selves, is something that we are here to learn. we don't have to pressure ourselves. And I also don't want to pressure you with this reading here. It's all about, learning and doing your best and really being kind with yourself as well in the process. So sometimes you might feel like it's hard for you to do that, and that's okay. And then other times it will flow easier. But know that this is the path. Know that by you being authentically yourself, you are actually, drawing in the experiences that are truly here for you, that are truly expanding your soul. Um, yeah, allow yourself to expand and be patient with yourself as well in that process. I am going to pull maybe something from my astrology deck as a in order to complete this reading. Yeah, again, there's something about like connection. I feel like it's just another confirmation of what I just said. Yeah. Letting go of an old pattern that is stopping us from connecting on a deeper level. Because, if, for example, if I am continuously, filtering the ways I'm expressing myself in order to be safe and in order to not get rejected or, in order to stay safe, I'm also not going to attract the right people to me that are actually for me. I'm not going to attract the clients, for example, if I'm not authentically myself in the way I'm expressing myself here. I'm not going to attract the right clients for me. If I'm not authentic in my connections, I'm not giving the other person a chance to actually see the real me, to actually see the truth in me and to connect with me on a deeper level. Because if you're consistently wearing a mask, if you're consistently holding back, if you're consistently shutting yourself down, you're not giving people the opportunity to see you for who you are. So you're constantly shielding yourself from true connection. Whereas when you are actually authentic and expressing yourself boldly, stepping into your truth, you are going to find out if, if the people in your environment can hold that. And if they can, then that just means that, there are other people that can. So it's about you really taking the risk, opening yourself up to other people, to your surrounding, and get surprised. I, to be honest, I always feel like I'm getting surprised. Sometimes I think, oh my God, this person will not understand me. Oh my God, this person will, reject me if I am saying this or that. And then I'm doing it and I'm actually getting surprised by how the other person is actually receiving me. I feel like that's something that I definitely have mastered in my female friendships, especially. I have so many beautiful female friendships just because I, at one point, started to be more authentic and I was drawing in the people that are actually for me, the women that I feel very, very a deep connection with. And it was because I opened my heart and I was sharing myself authentically. So yeah, that's just something I want to give you, ending up ending this reading. Allow yourself to be authentic, in whatever way you might want to do this. Think about something that is very scary to you, something that you've been thinking of doing the past few weeks, and take the courage, take a leap of faith, know that you are supported, know that you can trust your inner voice. Um, yeah, know that you are supported, and be patient with yourself always as well. Okay. This is good. This is the reading. I hope you love the reading. Let me know in the comments if you stayed until the end. If you stayed until the end, give me a moon. Give me a moon in the comments. And yeah, I see you in my next one, loves. Oh, by the way, I'm also doing one-on-one readings. So if you are interested in a one-on-one reading with me, I'm doing like 60-minute readings, 30-minute readings. Obviously, the 30-minute readings are not as detailed, and then the 60-minute readings. And then I also have the option to ask a specific question. And if I can answer the question, I'm going to send you a voice message back. And the voice message is about 10 to 15 minutes long. And yeah, that's the third option. So if you want to work with me, please reach out to me, let me know. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm sending you so much love, and I see you in my next one. Bye, loves.